Good morning. I wish I could tell you that I feel better than I look right now, but girl, I would be lying to you. I cannot wait to be off of this medication because it seems like every night I'm going to bed tired and waking up feeling like I've gotten hit by an absolute bus, and then not to be made better by these little patches that I have on my face. I don't even know if, oh my gosh, I don't even know if they're actually working, but worth a try. Also woke up this morning with a crick in my neck. Like, there's no way I'm looking over to the right today. I'm gonna turn my whole body. But it's Monday and it's a work day, so I need to do something about like this entire situation. So bear with me, I'll be back. Are we adding insult to injury here because my toothbrush is also dead on this Monday morning? What is going on here? Can't move. I literally cannot look over to my right without moving my whole body. I was on the phone a second ago and had it up to this side of my head. Horrible idea. Absolutely horrible idea, because the little sharp tinge of pain that went up the side of my neck was awful. So I got my heating pad out. I'm just gonna shoot for medium and let this thing warm up and just hold it to my neck. Hopefully that helps me out some, because gosh, I don't want to be moving like this all day. Like, this is a little bit ridiculous. It is giving winter's night outside. It is like 50 degrees. Excuse me, that's not fall weather to me, okay? But yeah, I put on this sweatsuit for one because it's cold, and for two, I have found that if I ever plan on running errands during my lunch break, it is so much easier for me to get dressed before I sit down and log on for work, because it's something with the brain. I feel just a little bit more motivated to go outside and do what I need to do when I already have clothes on. Anyway, let me get my workday started and I'll probably catch up with y'all when we take a break. I've been sitting here for maybe 15 minutes with this heat pack on my neck, and I don't really feel like it's doing much. It still hurts. It just, oh my gosh, this is so painful. Anyway, happy Monday if I haven't said it already. Let's get this money. Good morning. I cut the vlog yesterday because honestly, the entire day turned into me just whining, crying, and complaining about how much my neck was hurting. And to be honest, like, it still hurts, but not nearly as bad as yesterday, because it just got to the point where I just started digging my knuckles into the side of my neck, because I was just like, whatever knot is in here is obviously not going willingly, so I just need to do something about it on my own. And painful, okay? Even this morning when I got up, I took a hot shower and was like massaging my neck in the shower, and that was still hurting, but my eyes weren't welling up like they were yesterday when I was trying to do it, so I know progress is being made. Anyway, it's 9, landscaping is here, but I want to make myself a hot drink. I feel like I have been just like going on in my brain about making a pumpkin matcha that, to be honest, a single one has not been made this season, so I'm gonna make that today. I am 100% relying on my memory for this one because it's been quite a minute since I made a pumpkin matcha. But I'm gonna start with my 2-ounce matcha shot. I've been drinking a lot of energy drinks lately, and that can't possibly be good. I feel like matcha is definitely better. A note about my milk. This is the milk that I use for my matchas. I feel like this milk foams like an absolute dream between this and the Almond Breeze. Is it called Almond Breeze? I think it is. Almond Breeze unsweetened original, but the extra creamy version, I bought that a couple of weeks ago. Well, no, probably like a month ago at this point, and it does not foam nearly as much. I don't know what's up with that, but I typically make myself a tall drink, which is 12 ounces, so it's 10 ounces of milk plus my 2-ounce matcha shot. But we're gonna make this pumpkin flavor, and how I froze a bunch of these little 1 tablespoon size cubes of pumpkin puree for the sole purpose of making drinks with them, and then occasionally I'll drop them in oatmeal or whatever, really. You know, 4 of them is a 1/4 cup, so technically I could bake with them as well. I'm gonna add a tablespoon of maple syrup. That is my preferred sweetener for my matchas. For my chais, I like turbinado. And for me, when I'm making a hot matcha drink, like the order of operations is definitely my matcha shot first, followed by the milk, and then the foam. And because we like things cute around here, a little sprinkle of cinnamon. I mean, all things considered, that looks pretty good. Okay, I also have my retainers in still, but that's a pretty good drink right there. I think I could either up the sugar or like up the maple syrup or decrease the amount of milk because, you know, pumpkin puree has absolutely no sweetener in it. So that kind of dilutes the sweetness of my typical matchas, but you know, it's fine. It's good enough for today. We have made it to Target. I figured since I didn't get out of the house yesterday, I would just go ahead and run this errand today. I'm also taking my lunch a little, not even a little, but like a lot earlier than I usually do. Like I'm a 1:30 luncher, but we've got a team meeting for my new team at 1 o'clock. We are only going in here for just a few things, okay? This list is extremely short, and I also wanted to stop by Amazon, not Amazon, girl. I wanted to stop by UPS to make an Amazon return and return those extra dresses that I had before I messed around and forgot about them. So let's go see what we can see. I am very, very hungry though, because I did not have breakfast. All I have on my stomach right now is that matcha, and it's just giving energy. Appetite suppression is like a no. And there is a burger place over here, and I'm trying with all of my might to not pull in there and get in some like French fries or a burger. Because I have leftovers to eat at home. So, pray for me because I'm hungry. I'm literally so annoyed with myself because I also had some returns to make at Target, and guess who left the bag on the back of the door? Me. Christmas already? Are you serious? Tell me more about a crock pot that also doubles as a sous vide. Like, what? Change of plans. Doesn't look like I'm gonna have time to stop by the UPS store because I ended up having to go to a Target that is not my usual Target, because my typical one, I went this past weekend and they did not have a single drop of bleach anywhere in there. And I needed some liquid bleach as well as like spray bleach for the tub. So I came all the way to another one. And then while I was in there, I couldn't help myself and I stopped by the book section and I picked up a book, obviously. It's called The Coworker by none other than Frida McFadden. Like, those last two books that I read from her were so incredibly good. I feel like this was worth another shot, you know what I mean? And it was on sale. It was 20% off, and then you got an additional 5% off with your Target Red card. So I'm pretty sure that book ended up costing like $12, which totally fine by me. All right, that meeting ended early. I've got about 20 minutes that are quote unquote blocked. So I think I'm just gonna heat up my leftovers for lunch. And then also run back out to the car and get my Target bags. I have leftover smoked barbecue wings and potato salad that I can eat for lunch. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy about this, because obviously I don't have time to make anything for myself. It's 5 and my brain is giving scrambled eggs because right before that meeting I was working on something and my brain was already like pushing itself to the limit trying to figure it out. So I think I'm gonna give myself until 5:30 to keep working on what I was working on, and then after that it's gonna be a done deal for me for the day. There are things that need doing and I don't want to do any of them. I am so mentally exhausted from this day. and I just want to like honestly go to bed right now, but I have a basket of laundry in my room that actually probably has 2 or 3 loads of laundry in it that need to be folded and put away. I need to cook dinner because I took out the meat to make spaghetti yesterday, but the way my neck was hurting, I was like, I'm absolutely not cooking spaghetti. And then I need to spend some time editing because I have just not been able to make editing a higher priority on my list. I just feel like with everything that I feel like I have going on constantly these days, YouTube keeps bumping itself to the bottom of the list because like I have to prioritize other things. And on a night like tonight, I feel like there are some other things that I could be doing, but I think it would be okay if I made YouTube a priority over some of those other things. So that is the plan for this evening. Make dinner, fold laundry, and edit a video. So hopefully it goes up at a reasonable time because y'all, I posted that video, I don't know, maybe like a week or so ago. And I was like, what if I posted and nobody cares? Because I had posted a video in like a month and it just warmed my heart that y'all still care. So I appreciate y'all so very much. Like I really am just trying to make a better rhythm and routine for myself so that I can get everything in, or just like a little bit of everything in. Like I definitely was not able to film a October reset this month because girl, there wasn't a reset. Like the 1st of October, like even the first week of October came and went and there was no resetting. Like bills are getting paid, but is the like checking in with my budget getting done? No. Like did I do like all of my cleaning that I would usually do? No. It's honestly just been get done what you can get done with the energy and the bandwidth that you have. So yeah, that is going to be my plan for the rest of the night. I don't think you guys need to watch me make spaghetti though, because I feel like we've made it already. What vlog that was in, I'm going to be honest with you, girl, I have no idea, but I'm going to start on that and then possibly be able to fold laundry at the same time. I would absolutely love to do that. And then I'm going to hop to editing. So yeah, I will probably see you guys tomorrow. Good morning, Munchkins. I just got out of a meeting with my new director. Very productive meeting, okay? We were talking about like how the transition is going for me so far, what stuff that I should have in my mind that are going to be coming to me like in the next, month or two, and this project that I got assigned. And I started talking to him about how like I'm just legitimately trying to turn on the freaking jets. Like I want to push myself hard and see like how much information I can recall just by throwing myself into the fire. And he was like, I hear what you're saying, but also it's okay. Like do what you can. But that's not my personality type, right? Like when I get assigned something, for me, it's like go hard or go home. I don't like hanging out in that middle of the road territory, like at all. So I have access to all the SOPs that I personally developed before I left the team a couple years ago. And I have access to like some updated policies and information. And then this project that I'm working on, the due date is the end of the month. So I have a couple of weeks to kind of work through this at a reasonable pace. Like there really is no need for me to be like trying to burn through items super quickly. It's somewhere around $800,000 that I am researching spread across like 50-60 items. I'm feeling a little bit overwhelmed, if I'm gonna be honest, just because it is such a huge influx of information, but I just have to remind myself I am super capable of doing hard things. Janetta, you have been here before, and girl, you're gonna kill it. You're gonna kill it like you usually do. So I'm gonna enjoy the rest of my matcha and get through this bottle of water, refill, and then go into like a super deep work tunnel, because the way my calendar is set up today, I have, well, actually I need to reheat this because it's got cold for as long as it's been sitting here. I have another meeting at 1:30, which is going to be my weekly one-on-one with my new manager. And then I have 2 hours after that. Well, no, really 3 hours after that where I can go into like super deep work mode. So I have an hour now, then I'm going to take a break. Hopefully I'm hungry. If I'm not, I think I want to go for a walk because I definitely did not go to the gym this morning. And then come back, meeting with her, and then a like shut down work mode. Why does this matcha still taste good cold though? I'm not mad at that. Timing on my lunch today. According to my little timer here, I have right under 5 minutes left, which is totally fine. I usually build in myself a little grace period, which this will be just enough time for me to eat my leftover spaghetti, and then I've got peach cobbler sitting up there that I reheated as well, and then jump back to work because I've got a meeting at 1:30. I'm trying to say it's fine in my mind, but I don't really enjoy earlier lunch breaks. You know, I'm a late lunch break type of person, especially because I feel like when it comes to running errands, there is 1000% a benefit to taking a later lunch because there's not nearly as many people out on the road. So that was my calm yesterday. Today is just like, I just did not feel like taking my lunch break when I had to take my break. But that's fine. I'll live with it. I would assume that these ones that are out here are the ones that did get that stamp of final approval. I am 100% hitting that afternoon slump right now. For one, I'm cold, okay? I don't believe it's gotten out of the 60s today at all. And I've just been sitting here trying to bear it, but this little space heater has to cut on, okay? I'm not gonna make it. So I got myself a snack, an apple, and a Capri Sun while I'm waiting for my shared drive to load because I'm looking for, I'm looking for some backup that I can't find, but I think it's on this drive. However, this drive has been giving me the blues all day, so I don't really know if it's gonna load or not. It's only 3:45. So I still have a little over an hour left in the workday. The sky is giving grayness, okay? Okay, I guess I really just didn't have much to say. Outside of I'm tired and I'm struggling, girl. So let me continue to wait on this thing and I'll catch up with you later.
Several days later.
I woke up this morning and the house was at 65 degrees. I was freezing. So I pulled out my first actual sweater of the season. I'm not specifically ready for fall. Like, I'm ready for the version of fall where it's still hanging out in the 75, low 80-degree days, but I'm not ready for the fall that feels like it's about to be winter in like a blink. I woke up today feeling a little out of sorts, like anxious and just not in the best mood. So I did have the thought last night to get up today and go to the gym, but by the time I woke up, I was just honestly just not feeling it and not really in a great mood. So the way I decided to start my day was to do a little bit of work in the kitchen. I had some dishes in the sink that I left last night because I did so much cooking yesterday, legitimately trying to set myself up to have a better week food-wise. So I made or like pre-made some things for breakfast though. I prepped some chia pudding. This is pumpkin chia pudding and this is mango chia pudding. I have never had either of these before. This right here is what the chia pudding is looking like. Snack box coming in clutch. I have one of these granola bars. Honestly, that snack box is just about done. I have torn through that thing. All right, this is what breakfast is looking like. This is the pumpkin chia, and I will link to the video that I found on YouTube. What if it's nasty? It's not nasty, it just needs more sweetener. Like 1.5 teaspoons of maple syrup is not enough. I'm just gonna drizzle a little bit more in here. I mean, that's better, but I'll be real with you. I'm looking forward to the one tomorrow more than the one that I chose to eat today. I feel like I'm suffering from a case of the Mondays because I don't feel like doing anything, girl. Like nothing. I originally thought I was gonna go to the store because I need some salad greens to make Caesar salad for dinner tonight. And within like the last 60 seconds, I have decided I'm not gonna do that. I just don't feel like going outside. Like the trees are swaying and it's just giving cold, and I just don't want to be outside in the cold right now. So I'm gonna bump that errand to after work. I think I want to read my book because it's been sat here on this coffee table for like over a week at this point. It's Leslie's memoir, and I was cracking up laughing at the beginning of this book, and I'm basically still at the beginning because I'm only on page like 12, 13, and there's 268 pages of this thing. So I think I'm gonna get back into this book and also make myself some nachos because I know for sure I still have leftover nacho stuff from what? This weekend I think I made nachos and they were really good. So I know it's not shaping up to be a very like productive day so far outside of work, which I mean, what else do you expect for Monday? I made some agua de Jamaica this weekend and it's good. As in, I think I made the recipe correctly, but where I messed up is I tried to use a diet lemonade to cut down on the sugar that I was consuming, and the lemonade that I got is not very good. So what I ended up doing was making some simple syrup, and I've just been sweetening my drinks as I've been consuming this, and the recipe made so much. Like this was full. I had a 32-ounce mason jar that was also full. And then I have this that is also full. So anyway, I'm talking too much. Let me make my lunch. Better. My bad. Not me mentioning what I made, but not telling you what it is. So agua de Jamaica, I believe the translation is water of hibiscus because it's basically hibiscus tea sweetened. So you take the hibiscus tea leaves, you boil them, steep them for like 20-30 minutes, dilute it with water and add the sweetener of your choice. I get this drink every single time I go to the taco shop, okay? I don't want no fountain soda. I don't even get horchata that often because I'm always drinking this. And one day I was just like, I should learn how to make it. So I asked one of the employees at the taco shop and she was like, yeah, girl, you just basically, you get these leaves, you boil it. And I was like, simple enough. So I think the next time that I make this, the key for me is just to find a better lemonade because I didn't want to add sweetener and then squeeze lemons and do that whole thing. I was looking for a shortcut, but the lemonade that I got just wasn't my favorite. I also want to say that I did a little bit of light research. The consensus is not every hibiscus leaf is edible, so you can't just go pluck some hibiscus leaves off of your bush in the front yard and make this. And also, I believe this is a drink from the Caribbean called sorrel, if I'm not mistaken. But I feel like the recipe is modified because I think with sorrel, they add ginger and possibly rum. Not entirely sure about that, but this as is really, really delicious and it's hecka refreshing. All right, all right, all right. Okay. Okay, look, this is the part where I tell you, you gotta go and buy the book, okay? This reads exactly how Leslie talks. So I have been hollering at some of these stories she has in here. Obviously, it's her memoir, but the way that she's telling these stories, I mean, as a Black child, it's just hecka funny. So yeah, go get the book. So far, it's really, really good. I like how she is mixing like stories that make you laugh with stories that aren't so funny but also need to be told at the same time. So this is really, really good. Super excited to finish this book. Okay, my timer done went off. I gotta go back to work. Oh, we already had a project? Okay, we could do a project reclaim, and it's a no. These projects. Not me going to Costco on a school night. I'm about to roll to Costco and pick up a bag of romaine lettuce. And I think I'm gonna give myself an additional 20 minutes to just walk around and see what they got going on in there because I haven't been in there in a while. But I just don't have time to be in there like all night. These are gorgeous. These are my favorite storage containers for the kitchen. Costco has them right now for $24.99. These are really, really good. The lids don't stain and they've held up really, really good in the dishwasher. I actually have a second set in my storage closet that I just have not pulled out yet, so I'm not gonna get a third one, even though it is really, really tempting. This is also really cute. Dash finally came out with one of those miniature waffle makers, but this one has removable plates, so you don't have to have like 15 different machines for each holiday. That's really cute. It's 30 bucks. I put in a work order to get these bulbs at the top of the kitchen, these right here, 2 weeks ago. And they had just not been over here. So I'm sitting on my computer doing some work and I see a little maintenance man drive past in a cart. Let me tell you how I grabbed my keys, put on my shoes, and chased him down in my car. It was like, look, man, this work order been in for 2 weeks. Like, if you just give me the bulbs, I will fix it myself. So he goes and he comes back and he replaces them. But now that that has been fixed, I need to do like a little bit of cleaning real quick because you already know he walked in here with his shoes on and was touching the light fixtures and stuff like that. And I don't do outside germs from strangers, okay? So I have like 25 minutes to do like a quick clean. I was slick watching him from over there while I was doing my work, and I feel like he touched this general area right here and then possibly this counter, but because it's a possibly and I can't say for sure, I'm gonna wipe it down anyway. And then I'm gonna have to mop my floors because he was in this house with outside shoes on. I'm also out here living on the edge because I got bleach in this bucket and I got on my favorite sweatsuit. I am not trying to get this dirty. Or not dirty, but I'm not trying to get no bleach on it. I don't know, like it's just something about the culture of maintenance men in apartments. They just be walking in like they own the place, child. Now that I think about it, I definitely could have been like, yo girl, take off your shoes. But at that point, I was just like, I just want you to fix the thing, you know? Fix the thing. And I don't know if this seems like overkill to anybody, but baby, it's cold outside, which means flu season is upon us, and I legitimately don't have time to catch nobody's flu. I do not. I've had the flu one time in my life, and I thought I was gonna go home to glory. I promise. So like people who catch the flu like every year, I be like, y'all playing. Y'all are playing, honey. I'm just so enamored by the simplest things. Like, it is bright up in here now. It was giving dungeon before this. Dang.
So hard to please. Drowning in what feels just like an ocean. Negativity is getting closer. I like you to think you know. Sometimes everything just gets hard. Sometimes everything just gets harder. Feeling like I'm missing a part. They just keep on getting much darker.
2:30 on the dot. I gotta go to this meeting. Not me thinking I was recording the whole time, and I was not. what I'm saying is that Target already has their Christmas stuff out, and it is slick overwhelming because we are definitely still in October, but the stuff is cute. Like, these are $1. I think I may just get some of these. And then they have more over here. Of course, they have these cutie little trees. Oh, chow, I love this on. These ones have LED lights and they are $3. That is super cute. Let me turn this off. And then also these. Cute. Okay, let me go. I'm on my way to the bathroom to brush my teeth, and I'm looking like, why is my laptop screen on? And I get up closer and I see that my password is filled in, and I'm just like, first thought is, dang it, something is pressing down on my keyboard. Well, I opened my drawer, and do you see this? Oh my gosh. This man done made a trip to one of our favorite candy stores and just hooked me up. Oh, there's so much stuff in here. And obviously, I'm a now or later kind of girl. So I have so many. Oh my gosh, y'all. Oh my gosh, this is the cutest thing ever. Okay. All right, well, I need to brush my teeth and get ready for the day, but I definitely had to show you guys this because honestly, I don't care what happens in this day. This right here has made my day. Good morning again, because I don't remember if I said good morning before I ran off to get myself together. I also wanted to do another taste test of this chia pudding because I know I said I was going to eat it the other day, but I did not. So this one right here is the mango flavor. It's the same base as before, so I'm thinking I'm probably going to need to add a little bit more maple syrup, except instead of pumpkin puree and like those seasonings, it's mango puree, and I just pulled those out of the frozen fruit bag in the freezer and blended some up and stuck it in here. And then I also mixed in some coconut. I just hid the mango puree underneath a layer of the chia pudding because I was wondering, like, would it go bad faster if it was exposed to the air? I don't know. I'm not experienced. I also have the other piece of granola because I'm not about to waste that granola. So let's see. This is it all mixed up. Oh Lord, okay. You know what? This one is way more pleasant, and 100% is because of the mango. Does it need a little bit of additional sweetener in here? I think so, but I think that's just because the base recipe doesn't have a lot. Okay, well, I'm gonna run to the kitchen and put a little bit more maple syrup in here and then crunch up this granola. As far as like stomach issues, I didn't have a single one. So chia pudding may be something that I can add into my breakfast / snack rotation. I just have to find more flavor combinations that I actually enjoy, because let me tell you right now, because this is faring so much better than the pumpkin, I will never make pumpkin chia pudding again. I should probably peel myself off of this chair and take like a 15-minute break or something just to kind of move about the cabin and stretch my legs. What am I gonna do? I have a choice of, let's see, I did start the dishwasher earlier, so I can either unload that or I can fold the clothes that got washed yesterday. And I'm gonna be honest, girlfriend, neither of them sounds good to me. Just want to stretch my body out on the floor or something. But you know, if I don't do it now, that means I'm gonna have to do it either during lunch or when I log out, and that is also not appealing. So so incredibly pretty today. Where? I did not end up taking a nap at all. After I ate my lunch, I guess my body was not as tired as it was before I even walked outside to check the mail. So I sat there Googling stuff about my arrow garden because I wanted to plant some herbs so that I didn't have to buy them from the grocery store because, man, herbs are high these days. And honestly, because that lettuce was so prolific, I was just like, I have to plant these herbs and see if I get the same kind of energy. So I did a little research on that, and apparently I need to just go ahead and plant those things because rosemary at least takes somewhere between 4 to 6 weeks before it's ready to harvest, and I want to give myself a little bit of a buffer just in case it needs more time. And then I need to look at that seed pack and figure out what else was in there that I wanted to plant. I'm almost sure it was some thyme that I wanted to plant along with the rosemary and maybe 1 or 2 other things. Anyway, like I said, no nap. I think I'm going to eat a couple blue raspberry now later and maybe a small handful of Boston baked beans and then put all this stuff behind me so that I can remind myself that I need to actually put it in its regular location when I get up to like take a break or go to the bathroom or whatever. Oh my gosh, it is so much to do. All right, it's 5:45 and I need to make dinner. I'm currently cramping and I thought about not making dinner, but if I don't make dinner, that means what's in there is Caesar salad, which is a cold food and I don't want that. I still have tuna for another tuna wrap, also a cold food. I don't want that. And I'm also nachoed out. So I'm just gonna go ahead and make the chili that I kind of sort of prepped. I have some ground meat that I have already pre-seasoned. So really the only thing I need to do is pop this on the stove, add in the beans, the tomato sauce, and corn. And once that's warmed, girl, chili is done. I also made cornbread in a jar, which is basically Jiffy Mix, okay? Except I just made it myself with the cornbread recipe that I usually use. And I just need to add oil, milk, and an egg to this. Pop that in the oven, and baby girl, that's cornbread. I love how I made the effort this past weekend to set myself up for success because tonight would have been a DoorDash night probably. Anyway, so I'm gonna go ahead and get that started, and while that's warming, I guess I might as well wash these few dishes, and then I need to vacuum pack up this ground meat that I made because again, girl, I am nachoed out and I just don't want any more right now. Also, a note about this ground meat mixture. I just used a McCormick seasoning packet. I'm not even gonna play. My family, like I grew up on eating the McCormick chili packet when I was a kid, and that is just a flavor that I just find so comforting. And all I did was make the ground meat and put that seasoning pack in there. And I popped this in the freezer, container and all, which is again another reason why I love these. And I pulled it out this morning as an option for either tonight or tomorrow. But it's looking like I need this cozy meal tonight. Well, this is kind of annoying. Guess what herb is not on here? I guess a trip to like Home Depot or Lowe's is in my future soon because I 1000% thought I had rosemary in this pack, and it is Genovese basil, dill, mint, thyme, curly parsley, and Thai basil. I will definitely want to grow both kinds of basil and the thyme, but I wanted rosemary. Oh, yeah. All right.
I feel like I was watching something on Netflix last weekend. I did manage to watch that movie. It's a Jamie Foxx movie. I think it's called The Burial, I think, on Amazon Prime, and that was really good. And then I also watched Black Adam, and surprisingly, I thought that was pretty entertaining. I 100% thought that movie was going to be corny because I'm just like, The Rock as a superhero, like, come on. But it actually was not bad. And I feel like I also watched a third movie, but for the life of me, I can't remember what that movie was. So was it just not memorable? I don't know. But then I also started something on Netflix. That's what I'm looking for now. It is called The Fall of the House of Usher. So far, I feel like this is just one of those shows that I'm playing in the background while I'm doing something else, because for the life of me, I cannot tell you what the plot of this show is. From what I can gather, it's a really rich family. Mainly the dad is really rich, and somehow all of his children died. And I think this series is going through like how the children died and how the House of Usher fell, because their last name is Usher. Other than that, I really can't tell you what else is going on. Reptile. I'm seeing it right here. I'm surprised I didn't remember that, because I thought that movie was really good. That movie, Reptile, on Netflix, was really good. I would give it, I'd give it like a 7 or 8 out of 10. And I say really good because the lead actor was freaking primo. Everybody else in the movie, to me, was just kind of like, you know, he can't shoot the movie by himself. He needs other people to have lines to recite. But that movie, I think, was good. Like, I think I would have liked it better if the other characters in the movie had more development, or it went a little bit, yeah, that's the word, more development, but it was pretty decent. Yeah, other than that, I feel like Netflix is giving dry. So I'm just going to queue up another episode of The Fall of the House of Usher and get these clothes folded.
That hot water is doing so many things for my ovaries right now because they're upset, okay? I'm about to pop this mask on here, go make myself a plate, pop on some super cozy pajamas, and get my behind in the bed, okay? I need to sit down somewhere and mind my business. I also can't see what's going on here. So I'm gonna leave you here. Thank you so very much for watching the vlog. I hope you enjoyed, and I will catch you in the next one.